Sup guys, hope you're doing okay. Now today we're going to be talking about how to find your personal style. Defining your personal style is something that can be kind of difficult and scary, especially if you're just now getting into fashion. I mean, we see all these celebs, these influencers, they have dope styles, their unique tastes, and we want to incorporate that into our own wardrobe. We just don't know how. Or maybe we just don't feel comfortable, scared to try it because we don't know how it'll look on us, but that's alright. Today I'm going to give you the 5 steps, tips and tricks on not just how to define your personal style, but also feel comfortable in your own skin as well as the clothes you try. Because look, fashion's all about expressing yourself, having fun, so we gotta do that. So let's get into it. The 5 steps on how to define your personal style. Okay guys, let's get into it. Now step number 1 is what we all struggle with initially, and that's really just knowing and understanding who we are, both mentally and physically. Because look, clothing, it's about expression, it's about how you want the world to see you, so you really gotta understand your personality, your lifestyle, and your body type. Because again, clothing is about colors, fabrics, textures, and also proportions. And it's gonna define you, so you really gotta know, are you introverted, are you extroverted? Do you care what people think about you? Are you just not afraid to try anything, you know? Also, it's your lifestyle like. Are you more relaxed being at home? You like to chill? Are you more active? Do you like to go out? You like to be outside in the city? It all just depends also where you live. That can also help define your style. And the third thing, it's our body type. Sometimes we just gotta be honest with ourselves. We can change it, but we kind of gotta be real in the now. Like myself, I sometimes struggle with that because look, I've always been sort of skinny, but my thighs have always been thick. I used to want to dress in, distressed denim, skinny jeans, back when I had my whole hypebeast phase. But I gotta realize, it's not for me. I was always born with thick thighs, and when I put on a pair of skinny jeans, it just felt like my entire, my thighs, my legs were just gonna like splash out. It was just uncomfortable. I wanted to try it so bad. I wanted it to be for me, but it just wasn't. And being honest about your body type sometimes can be a little difficult because we see so many people, try different things. It looks so good on them and we want to try it, but it just wasn't meant for us. And we gotta be honest, keep it real, and everything else becomes so much easier once we conquer these 3 things. Once we know ourselves, our lifestyle, and our body type, everything gets better. All right, so now let's move on to step number 2. Now we can move on to step number 2. Now that we know who we are, our lifestyle, and our body type, everything gets a little bit easier when we try to find our inspirations. On the screen I'm showing you a few of my favorite influencers on Instagram. You may know them, but I love going through their pages, just seeing their creativity and see if something that they've done in the past can inspire me to try something new. And also I'm showing you a few Instagram hashtags that I regularly search, again, when I want to try something new, or maybe I'm feeling a little lost and I just want to see other people's creativity that can just give me ideas to try something. And also I'm showing you Pinterest. I love going on Pinterest and searching just random keywords to find something new. Maybe it inspires me, gets the creative juices flowing. But these are the 2, I guess, social medias that I use the most. I love using YouTube, but to me, Instagram and Pinterest are the 2 best just to find random inspirations in outfits. When we go on Instagram, now when we see certain influencers or brands, we understand what's gonna look good on us and what we're more comfortable to try. Maybe I'm super active, maybe I'm a film student, right? Maybe right now I'm going through this whole 70s movies phase, and maybe I know that if I go through a thrift shop, I can recreate that style and that becomes me. Or maybe I'm an art student. I understand that there's a science behind the design, the art of fashion, and maybe that resonates with me and I make a connection with a certain brand or a certain designer. And maybe designer streetwear becomes my thing, right? So really understanding yourself can help so much. Knowing your lifestyle, how you know your lifestyle again can be so important. If you do sports, if you're more chill at home, again, if you're active, maybe tech wear's for you. Maybe, if you're more relaxed, you like to be at home, maybe that whole oversized, baggy streetwear is for you because it's a little bit more cozy. It makes you feel at home. That could be a thing. You just really got to understand yourself. And then also your body type, how you're built, and also your skin tone, your complexion is so important. In my case, I know that skinny jeans aren't for me, right? Maybe I see some really cool pants, but I see that they're very tight up top. I know I gotta stay away from it and find an alternative. Or maybe I see somebody that has the same, brown color complexion as me. I know what colors are gonna look good on me. Or maybe I see somebody trying something that I don't feel looks good and I know what to avoid. So again, step 1 is the most important because finding your inspirations becomes so much more easier when you know who you are, how you live, and how you're built. And now we can move on to step number 3. Alright, step number 3, it's gonna be try everything and anything. Now that we know who we are, now that we're able to find inspirations, maybe we see an influencer, we like his style, or maybe there's a brand that just really becomes attractive to us because of the designs behind it. Now we can try it, and we need to try it all, right? In my case, there's 2 influencers that are sort of shaping my style, and one is Sanjeev, and the other one is Galax. Now they're a little similar, but completely different. To me, Sanjeev is just very creative in the way he styles himself, but also in the styles he looks for. He's not afraid to try anything. And I mean anything. If you take a look at his Instagram, you'll understand. And Galax, he's a little bit more relaxed, more comfort, and that really fits into my lifestyle. That's really how I want to style myself. But I find Sanjeev's style, just attractive because it makes me want to just try different things. I still come back to how Galax styles himself, but there's days where, I just say, whatever, man, this look good, so I'm gonna try it. I don't try to dress like Sanjeev, but I take that mindset of, if I want to do it, go ahead and try it. Maybe it will look good on me. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Who cares? But that's it, man. Step number 3 is just try anything. We're not gonna get past that insecurity, and we're not really gonna know what looks good on us or what we feel comfortable in unless we try it. Right, now we made it onto step 4, and that's gonna be, don't be afraid to be yourself. And that can be the hardest part, especially for me. Step 1, we found out, who we are as a person. Step 2 and 3, we started finding influences, different styles, and we know we have to try it. But if we don't actually do it, we don't commit to it, we're never gonna find out how we like to style ourselves. Now, I used to be shy and introverted. I used to think that people were gonna judge me if I wore a certain thing. And once I just did it, I realized that people don't care about what I'm wearing. If I feel comfortable, if I feel good in what I'm styling myself in, that's gonna translate into not just my mood, but my confidence. And that's what people really connect with, and that's what they're gonna resonate with. If you feel confident, you feel good about how you're dressing yourself, people are gonna understand, hey man, he's feeling himself, he knows he's stylish. And that's all that matters. You gotta stop really caring about other people think. That doesn't mean you can't take criticism, because to me, my biggest bullies are my girlfriend and my mom, right? I like their opinion because they'll let me know when something doesn't feel good. But then there are times where even though they don't like it, I still gotta do it. I feel good in it. It makes me feel comfortable, and that's, in the end, that's the end goal, right? Clothing, it's about expression and expressing who you are to the outside world. All right, guys, now we made it on to step 5. To me, the most important one, and that's gonna be do it all over again, all right? In the first 4, we found out who we are, we started trying different styles that we connect with, and we committed to being ourselves. But look, fashion, it's always evolving, it's never changing, and you gotta grow with it. Now, there's always gonna be that one style that just really just connects with you so much, and you always come back to it, but you can't be afraid to try new things. And maybe that doesn't mean fully committing to trying a 100% different style, but that can mean just incorporating different aspects of different styles into your own wardrobe. That's how you add variety, and that's how you stay consistent through the years. Because look, every few years there's gonna be new trends, there's gonna be a new designer, a new brand that just changes things, or maybe history repeats itself. Maybe a trend that was popular 10 years ago comes back in style. You gotta be able to adapt with it. And look, fashion, it's an art. Fashion, it's a way to express yourself. Because look, I'm 25 now, but as I've grown up, I've realized I've changed as a person so many times, and fashion has just allowed me to express myself and my feelings at every point in time. And look, I don't know how I'm gonna be in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, but I wanna allow my style to grow with how I am as a person. I wanna be able to adapt new things as I grow, new interests, and bring it into my wardrobe and my style, because that's really how you define your personal style. You can't be afraid to try new things. There's always gonna be that one style again that you really connect with, but you gotta be willing to bring different aspects of your life, of the time you're living in, and bring it into your wardrobe. Because again, you don't want your style to reflect how somebody else looks. You want your style to reflect who you are as a person and how you're feeling. So again, never be afraid to try new things. Never stop trying new things. And that's step number 5. Always evolve. Alright guys, those are my 5 steps on how to find your personal style, and I know they're gonna help you out, alright? It's something that I still struggle with, but I always turn to these things because look, we all go to social media, Instagram, YouTube, try to find inspiration from all these influencers that just know how to dress well, and it's really hard being able to incorporate different things into your own style. But once we understand who we are, and once we commit to just trying new things, that's when you start defining your personal style. But man, I love seeing people try different things and just create their own styles. And remember, new videos every Monday, every Thursday. I'm gonna try to commit to that 100%. So I'll see you guys in a few days.